Hey JayandSkip fans, Jay here. Obviously there's no Skip with me today. He had a pretty bad back injury while he was working, so he's gonna be out for a little while. So I decided to make a video kind of describing different set styles that you can use in the gym to help with your training. There's a lot of questions and confusion about what certain sets are and how to do them. So we're gonna talk about them today in this video, and hopefully it'll clear up some of the confusion that you guys might have on the different styles of sets that you can use for your different exercises. So the first set scheme we're gonna talk about today is just your regular sets. Your regular, straight, normal sets usually consist of 8 to 12 reps, 3 to 4 sets, and then you move on to your next exercise. So that's the regular, normal, everyday, what you see everybody at the gym usually doing, and it works fine. You're gonna use probably anywhere from 60 to 80% of your 1 rep max for whatever that exercise is. That's about average, but you do have different variations and different set schemes, and you need to mix it up. Set scheme number 2 that we're gonna talk about is called a superset. There's a lot of confusion about a superset. A superset is when you do 2 exercises in a row, back to back, no rest, opposite body parts. So a superset is, let's just say you wanna do arms. Let's say it's your arms day. You're gonna do, your curls, and then you go straight to your triceps. And then take your rest, 30 to 45 seconds in between, hit your curls, hit your triceps, okay, go back and forth until you did as many sets as you want. Usually, again, 3 to 4. Make sure when you're doing a superset, it's antagonistic muscles. Some people like to do supersets as just their workout. They'll do a superset and walk away. I don't think that's enough. So again, it's antagonistic muscles, opposites, okay? So bench press, straight to a row, or curls, straight to a tricep push down. However you want to do your superset, whichever muscle group you're working, that's what a superset is. 2 exercises, antagonistic muscles, back to back, no rest. The next set scheme we're gonna talk about is a giant set. And a lot of people either have never heard of a giant set or confuse it with a superset. Well, they're different. One's called a superset and one's called a giant set for a reason. So a giant set is 3 or more, I usually do 4, but 3 or more exercises, same body part, back to back. So for example, what I do is, let's say it's shoulders day. I'll do shoulder press, dumbbell raises, front raises, and then bent over reverse flies. That's 1 set. So you do 8 to 12 reps of each one of those exercises, 4 in a row, that's 1 set. So you do 4 sets of that, and you pretty much knocked out your whole workout. All I have left to do after that is shoulder shrugs, and then I'm done. Because I do shrugs on shoulders day, I don't do it on back day. As you guys have seen probably in a previous video. So that's a giant set. Next set scheme we're gonna talk about is pyramid sets. This is another one that gets confused. What a pyramid set is, technically I guess there's 2 different ways to do a pyramid set. You start out, let's say you're gonna do a bench press. You just start out with the bar, rep it out. If you're doing an 8 to 12 rep range, then do that. For me, when I do, I just go. I just go till I feel like my shoulders and elbows and chest and everything is warmed up. I stretch out a little bit, I'm good. Then you put, whatever weight increments you want to use. You can either do poundage or you can do percentage. I always do poundage because it's just easier. So let's say we're doing bench. I did my reps with just the bar. I'll put a 25 on. I'll rep that out, add 25, rep that out, add 20, keep adding 25, 25, 25, till I just can't do it anymore. Till I get like 3 or 4 reps and I'm just burning. Then you take 125 off each side, just go all the way back down to the bar. So you start at the bar, build up, take them off, all the way back down to the bar. That's what I do, and to me, I consider that a true pyramid set. The other way people do pyramid sets is the first half of what I just told you. They'll start with the bar, build up, build up, build up, and then stop at the end when they have, you know, 3 or 4 25-pound weights on each side, and that's it. They don't go back down. To me, that's not a true pyramid set, but technically people call that pyramid sets, and I mean, it really is because you're building up, but if you're already there, you might as well go all the way back down. So that's what, to me, true pyramid sets. Start at the bar or whatever your lightest weight is, and then add and add and add and add, and then reduce, 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 reduce back to your starting point. That's, for me, that's a true pyramid set. Now we're gonna talk about drop sets. A drop set is the second half, technically, of a pyramid set. We're just gonna use the bench press again as an example, because everybody can relate and it's pretty familiar. I think everybody really knows what we're talking about when we talk about bench press. So with a drop set, what you're gonna do is start heavy. So if you start with, you know, 3 25s on each side, then just go till you get to failure, drop a 25 off and go to failure. The key to these drop sets and pyramid sets and super sets and giant sets, all these different set schemes, even your regular straight sets, the key is to go to failure. Go till your muscles just don't work anymore. That's the point. So the next set scheme we're gonna talk about is called negative sets. So what a negative is somebody lifts the weight up for you and you lower it down really, really slow. So if you're gonna curl, let's say you're gonna do a negative set on bicep day. You and your buddy, you always do this with a spotter. You have them lift it up and you lower it down really, really, really slow. 5-second count, maybe longer. You don't have to pick it up. The whole point of a negative set is for you to not do the concentric motion, only the eccentric motion or the letting it go. So you don't really need to pop it up or you don't need to push it off your chest. All you need to do is be able to lower it down safely and then have your spotter push it up and then you lower it down safely and then just keep doing that until you reach failure again. Like I said, for me, everything goes to failure. I see better results when I go to failure on everything. Some people don't. I have, you know, friends that are really big. I have friends that are jacked and ripped and they never go to failure. Genetics play a part, diet. For me, I always go to failure. And finally, the last two we're gonna talk about is a high volume or a low volume set scheme. Now what those do is, let's say you're gonna do a high volume. You're gonna do lighter weight, but 20 to 25 reps per set. Maybe 5 or 6 sets of it. But when you do that, don't go fast. Everything with the light weight like that is always slow. Deliberate, flex it hard, let it down slow. Mind-muscle connection is really big when you're gonna do these types of sets, okay? Now, the low volume is going to be heavier weight, maybe 3-5 reps at the max, but as heavy as your body will let you go. So that's it. Those are all the set schemes that I use, that we see around that are very popular. If there's anything that I left out or something that you guys have a question about, please feel free to leave it in the comment section below. I'll try to answer as many of them as I possibly can. If I have to make one video about each set scheme individually, just to help you guys out, that's not a problem, I'll totally do that. Skip and I absolutely appreciate all your support, so thank you guys very much for watching this video.